How's it going, guys? Welcome. Come on in. Happy Saturday to everybody out there. Hope your day's going great, guys. We've got a busy month this month with new physical media stuff. We are going to talk a little bit about what Severin's announced so far. We're going to talk about what we can expect for Vinegar Syndrome's Black Friday sale, along with the potentiality of what could be the keep. We'll talk about that in just a second. And also, we're going to look at Umbrella's announcements for March, which there's one title that should have you fairly excited. Kind of a cult hit, but something I'm going to talk to you guys about. I think I'm going to pick this up, but I'm gonna see about what you guys think on what I should do. With that being said, we're going to get right into it, guys. We'll let you know right now at the time of this recording. Terminator is in my possession. I will be watching that today, which will be Saturday. And my review will be up later tonight for patrons. It'll drop on Monday for everybody. I've heard some pretty good things about that, so I'm looking forward to that. I also want to say this. Today, You Need a Candles is dropping an awesome launch, guys. We have these gorgeous Vampire's Kiss candles that actually have fangs on top of them. They smell incredible. Don't miss out on those, guys. At 5 p.m. Central Time, those are going to drop at youneedacandles.com or our Etsy page. Go to the description. I've got the links for that. And we've got these awesome old newspaper ad style melts for Creepshow 2, for The Mutilator, and for A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. They smell amazing. Guys, get your wax melts from me. That way you have cool wax melts that are horror based. And when you bring the ladies over or the guys, depending on what your preference is, your place will smell good. It won't smell like a damn foot. So get all your stuff, guys. Get your stuff from You Need Candles. I promise you, you'll love it. Okay, guys. So the Vinegar Syndrome we can do pretty swiftly. This is basically the image we have of what they have. So what do we have from Vinegar Syndrome? We've got Looking for Mr. Goodbar, which I watched the trailer for that, and I will say it looks like it's a pretty great, like, kind of erotic thriller. Black Eyed Susan, I watched the trailer for that. I'm not so sure about that. We'll see. Cannibal the Musical, probably not something I'm too interested in, although the cover art does get me going pretty good. And Blood Tracks, which is a Blu-ray first. Does look pretty interesting about Blood Tracks, but of course the big thing is the new VSU for Congo. I love this movie. Congo is like one of my favorites from the 90s. Always loved it. It's like got some of the best casting of all time. It's Ernie Hudson's best movie. You've also got the great Tim Curry in here. Love Congo. It's awesome. It's like it's looked at as a bad movie, but I think it's effing awesome. I love it to death. So that's going to be the VSU. I've already got that pre-ordered. It's already pre-ordered. What's going to happen is deciding what I add to my cart at this point when the sale drops. And then, of course, we're getting 2 new titles. Now, the question is one of these the keep? If you're asking yourself, where am I getting this information? As you can see right there, there's a comment saying, where's the keep? What happened was this leaked, and they actually showed artwork that looked like Vinegar Syndrome produced artwork, and it's supposed to be the keep. But here's the thing about the keep that's interesting that you guys need to know. Michael Mann has stated he refuses to ever let this movie see the light of day unless he can release it the way he wanted to. And if you're not so sure about that, what happened was Paramount made him dice and slice that movie to oblivion and cut it down big time. And Michael has talked about the keep and pass. It's an interesting movie. I didn't like it at first, but I have gone back and rewatched it. Via Vision did put out a DVD of it for those interested, but I would obviously hold off on that. I would hold off on that right now. Point being, if they do put out the keep, that means, guys, there is a chance that they are going to actually release this movie in a way that we have never seen before, because I'd have to anticipate that Michael Mann either did one or two things. He worked in conjunction to make this happen, or he finally threw his hands up in the air and said, F it. And then that's the case. I'm hoping it's the first case, not the latter case. And then it could not be the keep at all. But those images that leaked, I mean, it looked very much like a Vinegar Syndrome release. So my money says it is going to be the keep. Remember, they don't do VSUs for horror movies, and the keep is pretty much a horror movie. It's kind of got it's a little bit of an interesting film. But with that being said, this is probably going to be the keep. I think one of them is going to be the keep. What the other one is, I have no idea. And I hope I'm not wrong, guys. I really hope it is the keep, because any chance to see Michael Mann stuff is a very, very good thing. So that's what we have to look forward to for the Black Friday sale, which I will be live that night. Please join me. I'll be live with the Dead Pit guys for that, which will be really fun. So there's that. Now let's move on, guys, let's do some odds and ends Kino Lorber stuff I want to talk to you guys about. This is interesting. I might have talked about this. If I did, I apologize. We did get the announcement for April Fool's Day, which I do believe we did discuss that. The question is what's going to be new on here, and we can read that right now. Let's see. We have a new audio commentary with film historians, 5.1 surround. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of new things on here, but it does look like they ported over all the stuff for Scream Factory, which is a good thing because all these interviews look fairly familiar. So that's interesting. Now, there supposedly was footage shot that Pizzal talked about where he interviewed somebody that said, no, we filmed a different ending where we had a killer. Obviously, nobody's seen that video footage, but I think I might get this, guys. I think I might because I do like this movie a lot. It's got Amy Steele in it, who is awesome. It also has Biff Tannen in it from Back to the Future. So, I mean, that's something to consider if you're interested in that. If you don't own the Scream Factory one, interesting to get that. And next up, guys, I think we talked about this as well, but I want to just reiterate how good this movie is. Body Parts with Jeff Fahey. Don't sleep on this. This looks like it's going to be a really good release. There's your features right there, deleted footage, interviews, etc., etc. Very excited about this. This is a movie I really, really like. Scream Factory put out a good Blu-ray for this, but they never gave it any bells and whistles. So, I mean, this will be the first time you get the movie with a slip for those that care about that. But I'm very excited about this. Body Parts is a great movie. So, between those two, April Fool's Day and Body Parts, I'd say don't sleep on Body Parts. That's going to be the one. Let's do Umbrella next, and we'll do Severin last. Because Severin, I'm excited about. Severin's, we'll see what they got coming. All right, let's go. Umbrella. The first thing we're going to talk about is this one. This is really the one that I'm excited about. The only movie I've really heard about. So Hardware is a really interesting movie, guys. This is what I want you guys to do. I want you to look up a gentleman on YouTube named Oliver Harper. I want you to watch his retrospective making on Hardware. It's very, very compelling. This is a really cool movie. I have it on DVD. The story goes, this movie got a Blu-ray from, I believe it was Code Red or Scorpion, went like that. And then Severin had a Blu-ray of it, way out of print. There is a DVD still available from Severin, but this is the first time this movie is getting a high restoration release. This is exciting, guys. Trust me, I love this movie. The question is, what you're seeing now is this big bundle. Calling all zone troopers embark into the radiated wasteland with a Mark 13 Hardware's Collector's Edition, supervised by director Richard Stanley, which that should give you guys some clues right there. Richard Stanley directed this in 4K HDR for the first time. I love this movie. Here's the thing. They have a bundle up below this that I'll probably get. That's a cool shirt, but I don't really need the Hardware shirt. This is $110. Again, it's a lot of bells and whistles. Let me drop a like so I can be polite there. A lot of bells and whistles with this, which is nice, but you can ditch the posters and the shirt, and this goes down to about, I think, 70 with the books, the hard shell cases, all the cards and stuff like that. You drop a few things. So there's a layer below this that they can get. That's probably what I'm going to get. But I do like the Hardware shirt. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think I need that. This is like I was talking about. This is a super premium. Well, I did a video I haven't dropped yet, but I did a video basically talking about there's a new level of premium physical media. I call it super premium, which is what we call this sort of thing, which it can be nice and it's good as long as that's not the only option. So I think I'm going to pre-order the cheaper version, which excludes the shirt and all that. But I might wait just a few days to hear and do a little research just to see if we're going to get Hardware coming anywhere else. But this is a great movie. I love this movie. I really think you guys should look into that. So that's Hardware. That's available on their site right now. Remember, there's different options. This is not the only option if you don't want to spend that much. You guys will have to tell me about this movie in the comments if this is good, if this is worth looking into. Let me know because I don't know anything about Suburban Mayhem. Packed to the Rafters with Bogans, Burnouts, and Bourbon Benders, the pitch black Australian comedy Suburban Mayhem featuring breakout performances from Michael Dorman and Mia Wasikowski is here, including the full soundtrack from Mike Harvey and 4 new interviews with the directors, writer, and crew. There you have it, guys. So let me know about that, guys. I don't know anything about that. And then the Mugoi. I know jack all about this. An old evil has returned to the new Australian horror, the Mugwai. Maybe that's how you say it, from writer director John Bell, in which a malevolent spirit terrorizes a mother in unrelenting pursuit of her infant child. There's that. Can't tell you anything about that, guys. I have not seen that. I don't know anything about it. But that's their announcements for March. Very, very cool. Hardware is a big one for me, so I'm excited about that. Now, let's get right into the kit and caboodle of Severin Films, guys. What they have announced so far with their Black Friday sale. I'm very excited about their sale. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is this Delicatessen. Now, I don't know anything about Delicatessen. I did a little bit of reading into it. It's supposed to be this really great kind of black horror comedy movie. It's been called murderously funny, subversively stylish, a visual stunning achievement. Now experience the most charming post-apocalyptic cannibal comedy ever made. So there you have it. I've heard I've had a few shout outs to my buddy Kyle, who said this is a big deal. This is a great film. The North American UHG premiere, 3-disc collector's collection with 6 hours of special features. That's remarkable. Look at all this, guys. If you want to pause this or look this up on their Instagram, audio commentaries, making ofs, retrospectives, actors interviews, archival interviews, exclusive booklet. So this is going to be this is a pretty big deal. Severin's treating this movie like it's a big deal. I will be grabbing Delicatessen. I've had it on good authority so far that it's something I should definitely be excited about. So awesome there. Excited about Delicatessen. The next up, guys, one of their announcements was Eaten Alive. This was Lindsay, right? I think it was. After launching the genre with Man from Deep River, writer director Umberto Lenzi ups the ante and then some with the most entertaining cannibal adventure of all time. Now in UHD for the first time ever, a desperate rescue expedition from the jungles of New Guinea will unleash bizarre, primitive rituals. Yeah, Eat Alive. I don't know. I think I have this on Blu-ray. I'm not sure. I either streamed this or I have it on Blu-ray. I think I have it on Blu-ray. I got to go scour the shelves to make sure. But that is one of their titles as well. In terms of features, we got audio commentaries out the butt. Welcome to the Jungle. Director Umberto Lenzi interviews, exclusive discussions, interviews with production designers, newly discovered alternate footage. Well, that's cool. But I don't think it's new to this. I think that was probably footage that was already on previous releases. Next up, guys, Rats, the North American UHD premiere. Here's the artwork for the Blu-ray 4K as well. I like that. I really like this art with the big rat. This has my attention. I like the description of this. Having depicted the zombie apocalypse in Hell of Living Dead, Bruno Mattei, which I love Bruno Mattei, and screenwriters Claudio Fragasso. Again, that's the Troll 2 guy, guys. So come on. Take a look at a new catechism to create a grotesque, funny, and thrilling magnum opus that still must be seen to be believed now in UHD. In the year 225 AB, after the bomb, a gang of scavengers discovered a seemingly abandoned city, including sets originally built for Once Upon a Time in America, only to become prey for millions of flesh-hungry rats. A classic 80s Italian horror score by Luigi Ciccarelli, Nosferatu in Venice. Bruno Mattei's masterpiece now scanned in 4K from the original camera negative for the first time ever, with 3 hours of new and archival special features and a bonus CD. I'm in. I'm getting Rats. Remember that Pearl Jam song? They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't. Anyway, I'm getting that. I am all about the Rats, guys. So that's really fun. Look at that slipcover. Good for you, Severin. Good for you. Slave of the Cannibal God, guys. After creating some of the best gialli of the 70s, Sergio Martini entered the cannibal cycle with the Blood and Guts Gore Fest. That still packs a punch and is presented in UHG for the first time ever. When a British scientist disappears in the jungles of New Guinea, his wife hires an American anthropologist, Stacy Keach. Look at that, Stacy Keach, guys. To lead her deep into the green inferno of graphic violence, steamy nudity, and several of the most notorious scenes in the entire genre. Claudio Castanelli co-stars in what Daily Grindhouse hails as Romancing the Stone for Deviants, now scanned in 4K from the original negative with over 3 hours of special features. I'll give you guys this, guys. Like, I'm so happy to see these companies really putting time and effort into the features and stuff. audio commentaries, guys, interviews with camera operators, the director, Sergio, production designers, interviews with you name it. Very, very cool. So that's Slave of the Cannibal God. Sounds great. I'll probably grab that too. And one I'm really excited about. I love this bad movie, Hell of the Living Dead, with amazing artwork. Don't even deny it. That's great artwork. For Hell of Living Dead, North American UHD premiere. So I'm surprised. Well, yeah, maybe 88 Films already put this out. I didn't grab it, but I thought to myself, you know what? I will wait. Everybody told me to wait on. Everybody told me to wait on what was it called, and I didn't. You guys were right. The 7 release was nicer. Burial Ground. Style wise, feature wise, and everything. I think it was pretty comparable. But anyway, Hell of a Living Dead, man. I can't wait for this. Can't wait for this. Look at this artwork. The classic title Zombie Creeping Flesh, and then here's the one with Hell of a Living Dead. The artwork on this one is sensational, and I love that slipcover. Are you kidding me? Look at that. All right, let's see what features are on this. Okay, look at that. So on the 4K disc, they just have the trailer, which is fine. They put all the features on the Blu-ray. You got the CD soundtrack, et cetera, et cetera. I'm excited about that. I am very excited about Hell of a Living Dead. I don't think I even have that on a Blu-ray disc at all. I truly think I just have that on a DVD from Anchor Bay, believe it or not. So with that being said, guys, that is the news. And all that stuff is going to be for sale. All that stuff is going to be for sale on Thanksgiving night, which I'll be live. Please come hang out with me. Come talk with me in the chat. Let's talk about what titles we're interested in. Let's see what new title Severin has. It's going to be a great night, guys. This Thanksgiving, there's only one place to be. That's going to be live on my channel or on Dead Pitch channel, and I believe Garrett's as well on Born to Be Rad. I don't care which one you watch. I'd be grateful if you came to my channel, but support all of us, guys. It's going to be a great time. I'm super excited. And who knows? There's still stuff that could be announced for this. It's going to be pandemonium this Thanksgiving, guys. Hell of a Living Dead. We've got Congo. Great time for physical media. Hardware announcements. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Thank you guys for watching this. Let me know your thoughts, what you're interested in, and we'll talk soon. This is your old pal CHH. Guys, have a great weekend. God bless you. Huge, giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind-the-scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.